Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Watford Way for our live match watch along today as Watford take on Bristol City away at Ashton Gate. How are you guys doing today? Let me know in the live chat. I'm happy to talk with everybody about anything throughout the game and fingers crossed for a Watford 3 points as well. I can see BJ in chat. I can see Harry in chat. I can see Bedless in chat as well. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I hope you are doing well. The players I can see in the tunnel just about to walk out. Just a heads up, as always, with live streams, I'm usually probably around a minute behind or so real time. Hopefully, it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, in terms of if you get a goal notification through on your phone, for example, I'll be slightly delayed on here, of course, just because we are streaming live through YouTube. And I can see the players coming out now. Watford aren't actually donning our away kit today. We are wearing the black and yellow home kit, of course, away at Bristol. And in terms of Bristol City, actually, I was very impressed with them during the week against West Ham. I'm sure some of you guys may have watched that game as well. Yes, West Ham went down to 10 men in the second half, but overall, very, very impressed indeed by Bristol City, especially Naki Wells and Tommy Conway, who I thought were excellent, and Scott Twine, who's just signed for Bristol City on loan from Burnley, I believe, is making his debut for them today. So they look very, very dangerous indeed. Obviously, they tore Watford apart at Vicarage Road in the reverse fixture on Boxing Day as well. So yeah, I'm quite concerned. I mean, in my match preview, I went for I think I went for a Watford draw, albeit I anticipate maybe a loss today. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait and see. There's big Wesley Hoot. So yeah, very much looking forward to the game. And yeah, here we go. Very exciting indeed. And hopefully Watford can keep up the good away form. My younger brother went off to watch QPR versus Watford last weekend, and he very much enjoyed it. Meanwhile, I was at work, unfortunately, which meant I couldn't watch the game during real time. But yeah, I'm here to watch it today, and hopefully for the rest of the season, really, I should be covering pretty much every away game now on a live watch along, unless I'm extremely busy, which is unlikely for the rest of the season, which is good. So yeah, I should be here for the majority of the remaining away games for Watford. There's the Bristol team I can see on my screen now, and I'll run you through the Watford team as well, which I have. Let me find my phone. I have it on my phone in front of me here. Watford team's quite interesting. So it's Ben Hamer in goal, Wesley Hoot, Ryan Porteous comes back into the team after illness. Jake Livermore plays in midfield, as does Ismail Kone, who also comes back into the team after being out against QPR with illness. Chatfadase keeps his place in the team, as does Yassir Espria, as does Tom Bashiri, and then Ryan Andrews and James Morris are our fullbacks. So Mileta Ribic up top for Watford today. What's your thoughts on that? Let me know in the live chat. I'm not a huge Ribic fan, if I'm going to be totally, honest with you. But I'm willing to, still give him a chance. He's still relatively young in the grand scheme of things. It's his first time playing in a league of this quality. So yeah, I'm absolutely, willing to give him a chance. VJ's going 3-1 Watford. Kone, Chaka, and Deli Bashiri to score. Absolutely superb. Bedlist says, I think Ribic will score. Healy did not score last week in this formation because he plays in a 2, but Ribic seems to like it. I think with Ribic, it's just his hold-up play for me, which, is the major concern. But yeah, if he can hold up the ball a bit better today and, get a bit more involved just in general play rather than being, a penalty box striker, then I'll be happy. But yeah, we're about to kick off here at Ashton Gate. Referee has blown his whistle and we are off and ready to go. And Bedless has gone with a 1-1 draw for Watford. And I do think I would probably take a draw today, albeit if we win, Watford have the potential to move up into the playoff positions, which, is exciting. Of course, it's very exciting. Here's Ryan Andrews down right-hand side to start with. And yeah, Bristol City, obviously, I've mentioned already, I'm sure, they're going to be really high in confidence coming off the back of that victory against West Ham. And yeah, I'm sure that home fans will get right behind the team. The Hornets House is in chat as well. Cal, how you doing, my friend? He said after Hamer's save last week, I'm convinced his arms can reach both posts. 2-2, I reckon. And yeah, you mentioned the save last week against QPR. I assume you're talking about the last minute save. I think it was like the 93rd or 94th minute. Yeah, what a save that was. A game saving save, really, for Watford. He rescued the 3 points for us there. So, and yeah, Ben Hamer. Yeah, I think for me, I kind of underestimated, how good he was compared to Batman. Yes, he doesn't have age on his side, and I assume, over the coming seasons, if he does stay at Watford, he'll get progressively worse because of his age and where he's at in his career. But yeah, I've been very, very impressed with Ben Hamer and Jake Livermore as well. Jake Livermore is a player who a lot of us wrote off again through his age profile, really. And yeah, last week, Jake Livermore. I mean, we all know the song now. It's not a very complicated one to sing. I'll maybe sing it later on in the stream. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Jake Livermore with 2 great strikes last week as well. So yeah, both of them really proving me wrong in that aspect in terms of age. And yeah, Scott Twine playing high up on the left here. I'm not sure if he's playing as a second striker or more as a left winger. I'll have to wait and see how that develops. But Ismail Kone driving forward now for Watford. Big opportunity there on the right-hand side. Ball's whipped in again. And it goes out for a Watford throw. Deli Bashiri with the shot on the edge of the penalty area. Come on. Come on. It will be a big win if we won away at Bristol today. It's been a tough month generally anyway, just because of the volume of away games Watford have had in the Championship. We were really done dirty with the Championship scheduling of games. But yeah, we've got the FA Cup next weekend as well. I'm working against that game because it's a Sunday, so I can't actually watch. But yeah, all exciting stuff. All exciting stuff. It's not a negative sign to be a Watford fan, I don't think, which is good. Ball's back with Ben Hamer at the moment. Wesley Hoot on the ball, looking to pick out a pass. He's got a great left foot, Wesley Hoot, hasn't he? We could probably make a full highlight reel of the passes Wesley Hoot has come out with this season, because he does have a superb passing range. And I still need to figure out whether he'll be suspended if he picks up a yellow card. I don't know if any of you guys know. I mentioned it in my recent match preview, but I'm sure I was under the impression that he was 1 booking away from a suspension. I'm not sure how it works in the Championship. I know in the Premier League, you pick up 5 bookings, 5 yellow cards, I should say. You then get a 1-match suspension, 10 yellow cards, 2-match suspension. I might do some investigating now, actually. Give me 1 moment and I'll have a look into it for you. Wesley Hoot, yellow cards. Take a look. I think Jake Livermore might be in the same situation, actually. Oh, no. Okay, so he's on 10 yellow cards overall in all competitions, but he's got 8 in the Championship specifically. So Wesley Hoot should be okay. I think it's Jake Livermore that we might be concerned about. Yeah, Ben Hamer with a weird kick there. We carry on. Ibedley says we just need to get into the top 6 for a week, and hopefully that will motivate the players. I think for me, we don't need to be there now specifically. I just think we need to stay in touch and distance, of the player positions. And if we can do that up until kind of March, early April time, and then still be in the running for it, then yeah, I'd be over the moon. But here come Watford down the left-hand side. Chatfordazzi on the ball, looking to drive into the penalty area. He tries to get a cross in. Has he won a corner for Watford? Looks like he has done. And the first corner of the game goes to the Hornets, looking to take it quickly. We're not able to do so as Bristol City close us down. And yeah, an opportunity here for Watford to whip in a corner. Chatfordazzi standing over it. Let's see if he can get in a good delivery. Here we go. He does whip it in. Doesn't really amount to anything. It's cleared by Bristol. Tom Delly chasing the loose ball down on this right-hand side. Still with Tom Delly. He does well to keep hold of the ball and keep possession for Watford. Come on, Watford. Here's chat for that. Say all over the pitch at the moment. It's probably had the majority of the ball for Watford so far. Ryan Andrews looking to play in Tommy Delhi Bashiri behind the Bristol defence. And here's Tommy Conway for Bristol. Obviously scored the goal, the only goal against West Ham during the week for Bristol. And I think that might play into Watford's advantage as well, potentially. The fact that Bristol have had a game, only a few days ago, really. Watford have had longer to rest, recover, recuperate, prepare for this game. I think for me that my one concern I've mentioned already is Mileta Rivic. Can he hold up the ball? Can he make it stick and look to play it into some of our quicker attackers? Rivic actually running in behind here. Ball's not played to him. Here come Bristol. Obviously, Bristol are at home. You'd expect them to have a bit more possession than Watford, and just playing it around at the back at the moment, trying to entice Watford forward. Rivic doing some good pressing here at the front at the moment as well. Ryan Andrews gets muscled off the ball. The referee does not blow up for a foul, but the ball falls back to Watford. Wesley Hoot there, I think, was trying to score from the halfway line again for some reason. I'm not entirely sure what was going through Wesley Hoot's thinking in that instance. It looked like he was trying to lob the keeper from the halfway line again. I don't think he'll score two of them in one season, if I'm going to be totally honest. But yeah, he gave it a go. That was quite funny. Who was that against? It was it Coventry away? Am I thinking right? I'm sure it's Coventry away. Or was it Hull away? I think it was Hull City away he scored that goal. Yeah, he was definitely trying there. I've just seen a replay of his attempted shot. And referees stopped the game here. It looks like he's having his batteries replaced in his headset. So a stop in play here. One of the referees getting some new batteries put into his kind of headset that they wear to talk to each other. Is it all sorted now? They're fiddling around with something on his arm at the moment. This happens quite often as well, doesn't it? It ruins the flow of the game. We manage before technology. I'm sure we can manage, until half time, for example, if it doesn't work. But yeah, they fixed it all now. It should be okay. Referee ready to go once again. Here he is. He's running back on the pitch now. And please subscribe to the Watford Way as well. I've not mentioned that yet. Would be much appreciated. Hopefully hitting 900 subscribers before the end of this season. I think that's a good benchmark to set. And if Watford continue to do well, hopefully the channel and our social pages continue to do well at the same time as well. So yeah, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. James Morris fan is in the chat. Never seen you before, but if you're a fan of James Morris, absolutely welcome to welcome to the channel. James Morris obviously is playing today. Jamal Lewis is back from injury, but obviously not deemed fit enough to play the full 90 today. So James Morris, does get a start in the game today, and I think he's done relatively well in the appearances he's made recently. And here's Morris with the throw-in, actually, as we talk about him. Just over 10 minutes gone here at Bristol now as well. Currently 0-0. So Watford, holding out for the draw at the moment, but plenty of time left to be played. And yeah, if Watford can get a goal in this game, I'll be absolutely buzzing. I think for me, we are clearly, capable of scoring goals. I think we've seen that in recent away games. The two at QPR, for example, three great goals away at Plymouth Argyle on New Year's Day. I just think our issue is, defensive lapses in concentration, really. And I think if we can kind of fix that up, I think we could be even higher up the table. Wow, what's happened here? I think the referee has given a penalty. Is he given a penalty? Is he given a foul? So the ball's whipped in. What if I had a free kick here? I think the referee has given a penalty. I can't hear the commentary on here, obviously, because I'm talking to you. Jake Livermore appeals. And I think Watford have a penalty kick here. It's Watford with a penalty kick, our first kick of the season. So Watford have a penalty after a handball in the penalty area after a Watford free kick. And yeah, it looks like Tom Deli Bashiri is going to be the penalty taker for Watford. He's picked up the ball, he's placed it down on the spot. And Watford here have the opportunity to go 1-0 up away at Bristol City. Tom Deli Bashiri steps up. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Tom Deli. He shoots and he scores and he scores. Tom Deli Bashiri scores for Watford and puts us 1-0 up away at Bristol. Oh my gosh. Here we go. We're actually cooking. We're cooking on gas. And yeah, it was a clear penalty. Handball by the Bristol City defender. And yeah, I wasn't really aware what was going on. I didn't know if the referee had given it, if he'd given a foul against us. It wasn't clear on the TV here. But yeah, great penalty by Tom Bashiri. Sends Watford 1-0 up away at Bristol City. And yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. Great penalty by Tom. Is he going to be our new penalty taker going forward? Who knows? But he certainly stuck that one away with confidence. And I can update the score here now on the stream as well. Watford winning away at Bristol City. Exciting stuff. And yeah, I didn't. James Morris fan saying didn't know he could take pens. Great penalty there by Tom Deli Bashiri, and Watford in the ascendancy now. Great spot by the referee, by the way, because initially I was watching it on the TV. I didn't see the handball myself. But yeah, I've seen a replay since, and on reflection, clear handball by the Bristol City defender defending that Watford set piece. So great spot by the referee for once. Finally, an official has made a good decision. And yeah, Watford winning away at Bristol City. Come on, come on, get in. Oh, really happy with that. I bet it says first penalty since the 1900s. I know it's been a long time coming. I mean, last season we had a few. But yeah, this season that's our first one. Obviously, we've not had one awarded to us this season, so yeah, it was a long time coming. We waited a long time for that penalty, and Tom Deli Bashiri stuck it away. So really pleased for him, and yeah, he's having a great season. Actually, I mean, it's the first season for a long time where he's not had a long-term injury really. So I think for him personally, he'll be buzzing with that. Really good player on his day, and yeah, he stuck that penalty away very, very well indeed. And here's Bristol looking to create an opportunity. A lot of players centred in the middle for them, really. They're not playing a lot of balls out wide. And Watford defend that relatively easily. Wesley Hute driving down the left-hand side here with Chatvidatse now. Yeah, very happy with that. Penalty scored for Watford. And yeah, we go 1-0 up. Very nice. Very nice. Melanie, I have a special way to watch. I have a special way to watch. Yeah, here come Watford. Ryan Andrews bombing down the right flank. can Watford get a second goal in this game and make it just a little bit more comfortable for us? Because yeah, I'm never confident defending a 1-goal lead, especially for this long as well. They've got a lot of time left in this game to play. Only 15 minutes gone, or 60 minutes gone now. So yeah, I don't want to be defending a 1-goal lead for this long. And yeah, again, I've got to say, great call by the referee, because I did not see the handball initially myself. And yeah, great call by the referee. He saw it. Well, Jake Livermore appealed for it, and then the referee gave it. And yeah, after he gave the penalty, the discussion point really was who's going to take it, because we've said already Watford haven't been awarded a penalty so far this season. And yeah, Tunde Bashiri clearly has been entrusted with that responsibility. So here's Yasser Espria down the right-hand side. Yasser Espria on the ball at the moment. And Bristol City looking to counter now, committing bodies forward. Watford trying to get men back. And we do so relatively well, stopping a Bristol City counter, forcing them to play back. And Bristol City whip a ball into the box, defended well by Ryan Andrews and Wesley Hoot. And here's Chatford driving down the left-hand side, looking to create something for Watford. He looks to shoot. He plays it back. Jake Livermore looking to spread the ball out wide. Back with Chatford drives into the box, cuts inside, and Bristol City defend well. Watford very much on the ascendancy at the moment. Quite an exciting match to watch, actually, from a neutral perspective as well. And referee, that's surely a foul. Thank you very much. Watford win a free kick. 18 minutes gone here at Ashton Gate. And what a statement this would be if Watford could win as well. I think it's 3 defeats now in 17 games or so, which is a great stat in itself. Yes, there's been a few dodgy performances in there, but if Watford win today, dependent on other results, obviously, I think Coventry need to lose for us to move into the playoffs. But if they do lose, then and we win, as I said, Watford will move into the top 6, which is exciting stuff. And hopefully we can add a few additions in the January transfer window. Melanie, to answer your question, technically in the UK, this game is unable to be viewed. Usually you'd be able to view it on Hive Live if it was a televised game in the UK. I'm watching via a alternative way, let's say, which is not available in the UK. But yeah, usually for non-Saturday games, obviously I'm sure you're aware, you can watch via Hive Live. But yeah, Saturday games in the UK are unfortunately unable to be viewed by us in the UK, but internationally they are able to watch the games, which is good for them, but not so good for Watford fans in the UK, obviously. Felipe, hello, how are you doing? Hello, thanks for the stream. How are Watford looking so far? We're looking good, Felipe. So we're winning 1-0. Tom Delibashiri has scored a penalty. And yeah, Watford's looking pretty solid so far. Bristol City have not really had any opportunities whatsoever. And yeah, I'd say we're looking pretty decent so far. And Hornet Boy as well, I see you're in chat. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, if you guys haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking the button down below. We're trying to hit 820 subscribers today. That's the aim, and hopefully around 900 by the end of the season. That would be a great mark to hit. And obviously, the better Watford do, the better the channel does. Here's Bristol City, though, of a chance. Goes just wide of Ben Hamer's post. Big chance there for, I believe, Tommy Conway, actually. No, it's Scott Twine. Sorry, I do apologise. It's Scott Twine, the new Bristol City debutant for today. And yeah, actually, just watching this on the replay here, great ball in the penalty area. He was really unmarked, actually. Yeah, totally unmarked. Probably should have scored. But yeah, just wide of Ben Hamer's right hand post. And yeah, Bristol City there with probably their biggest chance of the game so far. Hornet Boy says, do you guys think we can actually go up? I think, I don't want to be too ambitious. I don't think necessarily we have to go up this season for it to be a successful season. I think if we finish in the playoffs and just give it a good go, I think that would be a really decent season for the squad we have at the moment. However, we win today, we can potentially move into the top six, and all of a sudden, the prospect of Premier League football looks so much closer. And for me, it's whether Gino Pozzo wants to kind of invest in this window, or with the prospect of American investment coming in, does he kind of want to wait for all of that to happen? And I think for Gino Pozzo, it's probably going to be more the latter, where he doesn't want to spend too much money. Maybe we bring in a loan signing, a free transfer, but yeah, I can't see Watford spending too much money, in this January transfer window, unfortunately. Here's Scott Twine again for Bristol. Gets dispossessed on this left-hand side. And it's all been Bristol City the past 2 or 3 minutes. Watford looking to defend. We have done quite well so far. Blot still with Bristol City, looking to find an opening in the Watford defence. Backman is not captain anymore. Felipe Wesley, who has taken up that responsibility. Daniel Backman, if you're not aware, has been dropped entirely from the Watford squad. I know you watch it from abroad, Felipe. From memory, is it Argentina you watch from? I think it is Argentina. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, Batman has been dropped to the bench due to poor performances, and Wesley Hoots has been appointed as Watford captain, basically for the rest of the season, as I'm aware. So yeah, no more Daniel Batman captaincy for Watford, Felipe. His Bristol City from a set piece. Watford panicking here, and really should have been a goal for Bristol City. It was cleared off the line by Watford, and Watford getting away with some really poor defending there. We missed a few headers from the set piece, bouncing around in the penalty area. No one really cleared the ball. Oh no, here come Bristol City. Oh, it's 1-1. It's 1-1. Poor defending there from Watford. Shambolic, really. Again, individual mistakes. That's not good. I've got to watch this back on the replay, but that was really awful defending. And yes, Scott Twine, I believe, for Bristol City with a header. Not good. So Ryan Andrews gets out-muscled at the header. Jake Livermore misses his interception. I think it's Porteous, actually. Hamer makes a save. Oh, shambolic. It's shambolic. If you guys see the replay of this goal late, so Conway with the shot initially. And yes, Scott Twine for Bristol, the debutant today, with the header over Ben Hamer, loops over him. And that's not good. Jake Livermore should be doing better in that situation. Scott Twine out jumps, out muscles Jake Livermore. And yeah, a terrible goal to concede for Watford. And we can update the score once again. Unfortunately, not in Watford's favour now. So Bristol City won, as you can see on your screen there. Watford won. Here comes Yasser Espria driving forward, though. Can Watford score another goal straight away? Here's Yasser Espria with the shot, and it goes out for a Watford corner. The game's very much end to end at the moment. Goodness me. Wow. Yeah, shambolic defending, though. I'm not happy with that. Not good. Not good. Here's Chatford on the right-hand side, set to take this corner. And we've got a lot to talk about at half-time as well. Obviously, Reece Healy moves away from Watford, and Gina Pozzo being investigated in Spain for potentially avoiding paying a lot of tax, which we'll discuss at half-time as well. But yeah, in talking about that goal once again, I want to move on from it so I can forget about it and clear it from my mind. Defensively, very bad. From everyone really. Ryan Andrews, Porteous, and Livermore being all out muscled and out fought for the ball. And yeah, Scott Twine is not the tallest of people, but he managed to beat Jake Livermore somehow. And yeah, gets a header past Ben Hamer, which is really disappointing. But great for Scott Twine, I'm sure, obviously scoring, on his Bristol City debut. Let's take a look at Twitter to see what some other Watford fans are saying. Porteous has been shocking so far. Some people have said. I wouldn't say it's been shocking, but it was definitely partly at fault for that goal. I think Porteous is very Marmite for me. He's very hit and miss. He has very good games and very, very bad games. And today, I think for me, I'm not going to single him out. I mean, there was multiple mistakes for that goal to be scored. But yeah, not good from Watford. Again, it's just defensively a bad mistake. I'll go through the team again in a minute for you, VJ. I'll just wait for a break in play. Oh, it's just disappointing. Really disappointing because the penalty was really gifted, right? It was a handball in the box. I don't even think it was deliberate, really. But yeah, it is what it is, Okay, so here we go. The team is Ben Hamer, Wesley Hoots, Ryan Porteous, Jake Livermore, Meleta Rajovic, Ismail Kone, Georgie Chatford-Atze, Yasser Espria, Tom Bashiri, James Morris, Ryan Andrews. Watford on the attack here, so I'll just watch this play out. And yeah, goes over everybody out for a Bristol goal kick. And the bench, we've not actually talked about the bench today. And the bench is quite interesting. Lots of options to bring on, especially in attack if we need to. So Daniel Batman, of course, is on the bench, as is Francisco Sierralta, Jamal Lewis, Tom Ince, Matty Pollock, Jorge Hurtado, Vacuum Bio, Matthias Martins, and Jack Greaves are all on the bench as well. I think for me, second half, Vacuum Bio has got to come on in that striker position for me, just because he does offer, a much different dynamic in terms of our ability to press, hold up the ball, and just generally, play a lot more, free-flowing football compared to when Meleta Rajovic is playing. Bedless says, would like a Dutch defender to come in next to Hoots. Who would that Dutch defender be, in your opinion, Bedless? Because I know we were linked with some defender from Udinese. You have to forgive me, I've forgotten his name completely. But we were linked with some guy, some 19-year-old from Udinese, as we are always. But I think that's kind of died down now. I don't think we're going to really go ahead with that deal. So yeah, it's all quiet around our transfer front, really. Obviously, Reece Healy, we can talk about if you guys want to. He's gone on to Huddersfield. He started for them today. So we'll check in on the other championship scores at halftime. to see how Reece Healy's doing, of course. Will he get a debut goal for Huddersfield? We'll have to wait and see. Um, but yeah, not too many Premier League games today either. Um, Obviously, the Premier League have kind of like a winter break where half the teams play one week, then half the teams play the next week. And yeah, that's what's happening this weekend. So not too many Premier League games to be played. But I think the Championship is as normal. Should we take a look now, shall we? Let's take a look at the championship fixtures. So it's Watford 1, Bristol City 0, as we all know. It's Cardiff 1, Plymouth 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Coventry 0, Norwich 1, West Brom 0, Birmingham City 1, Stoke City 0, Middlesbrough 0, Rotherham 0, QPR 1, Millwall 0, and Blackburn Rovers 1, Huddersfield 1. But Reece Healy has not scored as yet in that Huddersfield game. Yeah, the game's settled down a little bit now. It's not as exciting as it was before. Um, yeah, both teams having a bit of the ball, but yeah, no chances, no big chances have been created since the Bristol goal, really, to be honest. Van de Berg on loan from Liverpool. I saw him linked with us once. Very interesting. Very interesting. I've not watched him at all, so literally can't comment on how good he is. But yeah, I do believe he may have been linked. I do recognise the name. I do recognise the name. Come on, Watford. Again, Rivich, I mean, we've got to talk about him. It's a big talking point in the Watford team at the moment. Is he good enough to play for Watford? Is he good enough for this level? Is he a playoff, number 9? Is he a playoff, is he able to score the goals? Is he able to contribute enough to be in a team challenging for the playoffs? That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, watching him today again, suggests to me that he probably isn't. I think back in bio for me, offers a lot more, and I think with Reece Healy moving on to Huddersfield as well, it does open uh, the opportunity to bring in someone else. Now, will Watford reinvest the 2 million we've received for Reece Healy? Probably not. We know what Gino Pozzo is like. Sorry, Bristol City were just on the attack there. Some good play by them. But yeah, it's an interesting discussion to have. I think we've got to at least give him until the end of this season, ideally. But yeah, I know Rivich was linked with Ipswich a few days ago as well. That's kind of all died down as well. And yeah, Hornet Boy says, how does that one goal put us from 6th all the way down to 9th? Because that's just how close the Championship is, at this moment in time. A win can send you right up the table, and a loss can also send you right down the table very quickly as well. So yeah, that's how quickly the Championship changes, unfortunately. Hopefully Watford in the second half can kind of pick it back up and get back into this game. Ismail Kone has gone down injured here. Not sure what's going on. It looked like an off the ball incident. Kone still on the floor. Looks like he's in quite a lot of pain. Looks a bit winded. Not sure what's happened here. And yes, if you haven't already, make sure to check out the video I did talking about Gino Pozzo and what's going on with him in Spain in regards to potential criminal activity in regards to avoiding paying tax on player transfers between 2009 and 2015. We talk about my thoughts and feelings on that situation. That video is live on the channel and available to view. So if you're bored at half time or you've got nothing else to do but listen to me waffle on all day, that video is available on our channel to watch, where we discuss all things Gino Pozzo and his time at Watford. And yeah, Hornet Boy kind of says here, what we're all thinking really. Yes, we've conceded a silly goal there, and we had the opportunity to kind of go ahead and be composed in this game. But yeah, Watford do score a lot of late goals. I think our fitness, especially compared to last season, is vastly improved, especially late on in games, and that's probably why we're scoring so many late goals this season, because our stamina, our composure, our overall fitness has improved so much under Blair and Ismail, which is testament to him really. So yeah, it would be nice to score a late goal, but equally I don't like the stress. I'd rather we got it sorted way before kind of the 90th minute in games really. Chat for that says probably been Watford's best player so far, by the way, I'd say. Here's Ryan Andrews, whips the ball in, goes out for a Watford corner, cleared by Bristol. Dickey at the back for Bristol, clearing that Ryan Andrews cross. And Watford have another opportunity from a set piece. 4 corners already for Watford today, which is good going, actually. Bristol City have had no corners themselves, to be fair. So, yeah, Watford doing well in that regard anyway. Hopefully we can score from this one here. Again, chat for that, so he stands over it. He plays it short this time, plays it back to chat for that, say, whips it back in. He picks the ball back up, still in the box, and they get it clear. Yes, that's correct. Possible US investment may be happening into Watford in the very near future, actually, from a company called the Football Co., which is headed up by the former chairman of Goldman Sachs Bank in the USA. I think his name's Peter Walden, I believe, from memory. So yeah, a very rich individual. He's created this new company called the Football Company, where I believe they're buying up different clubs in various leagues around the world, looking to create some sort of I don't know what you call it really. Just some sort of massive business really, where these clubs can kind of trade with each other and benefit off each other's success really. And Watford are meant to be one of these clubs that he's looking at buying. The valuation is between 150 and 200 million euros, I believe. So yeah, exciting stuff. Is this guy qualified enough to own Watford? I've got no idea whatsoever. But yeah, there is talks around potential investment coming in from this former head of Goldman Sachs Bank in America. Felipe says, would I take Keenan Davis back on loan from Udinese? I certainly think in terms of hold-up play, he's better than Rajvic. But, to give credit to Rajvic in that aspect, he has scored already more goals than Keenan Davis did in the whole of last season. So would I take Keenan Davis back? No, I wouldn't. I think his fitness was a big issue. He couldn't really play a full 90-minute match of football, which for a professional football player is clearly, a big issue. So, yes, I think he's a decent player, but I'm sure his wages are very high. Yeah, he's not someone I'd really look to bring back to Watford, Felipe. But yeah, the talks of US investment, as we were just talking about, are very exciting. I would have thought personally whatever the investment is, I'd assume it would be completed prior to the end of this season. So yeah, I'm assuming we'll see some updates on that front, in the next few weeks and months. Hornet Boy has a slightly different view on Rivich. He says, I don't understand why every Watford fan really wants a striker. Rivich is good in his opinion. He's a goal scorer, and even if he's not playing well, he could still get us that all-important goal. I agree to an extent. I just think for me, it's what else does he offer? Apart from the goals, it feels like you're playing with 10 men at times, just in my opinion. Yes, he's a good poacher, and aerially he's very good in the penalty area. But again, in terms of hold up play today, it's not been good enough. You want the ball to stick to your number 9, and you want him to get the other players, in play, especially when Watford play very wide. The fullbacks like to bomb forward. We've got wingers, Martins, Chatford. Here's a big chance of Watford. Here's Yassir Espria to put Watford ahead. Oh my God. That's a big chance. Oh no. Great play by Chatford. Oh, what was Espria doing? I'm just watching the replay back now. I mean, the keeper did well to close him down, but that was a clear-cut chance, a big chance of Watford to go ahead in the game. And Yassir Espria fumbles it. He was unmarked, totally unmarked in the box. Great cross by Georgie Chatford. Here come Bristol City. And well defended there by Jake Livermore. But big chance there for Yassir Espria just before half time. What a shame. What a shame. Come on, Watford. Come on, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Please subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. Sorry to keep reminding you, but we are trying to hit 820 subscribers today. So if you are new around here, if you're interested and you're enjoying the stream so far, make sure to hit subscribe. We do other videos as well. I mentioned earlier, we've done a recent video talking about the investigation going on into Gino Pozzo. We do previews, reactions, and we do a monthly podcast as well. Me and Finn, who's another Watford fan. We do a monthly video podcast available here on YouTube and on Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well. And it's literally called the Watford Way podcast, so you can very easily find it on all audio platforms. Lots of content to watch. And you can also follow us on social media, on Twitter, otherwise known as X, Facebook, Instagram as well. We're on all those platforms, keeping you up to date with the latest Watford news. I need a drink of water because this game has been very, very stressful. I need to calm down. It's not alcohol. It's not vodka, I can assure you. It's definitely water. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink much alcohol. I like my water. And I think Watford have been generally pretty good. Most of our attacking threat has come via Chatford. But generally, I think we've been pretty good. The midfield looks okay. It's just defensively, again, shambolic defending really for the goal. Really frustrating. Georgie Chatford would be my Watford man of the match so far, I would say. And get your questions in for half time as well. We're about to approach 45 minutes played, 3 minutes added on. So get your questions in for half time. We'll go through them. Questions about this game, questions about Watford in general. I'll be more than happy to talk about them with you at half time. And I absolutely agree, Bedless. I think Bio really needs to come into this game. Martins is on the bench as well, as is Tom Ince. Lots of options on the bench for Watford to bring on, really. Jamal Lewis, if you want a bit more down that left-hand side as well. So yeah, we got options to change the game. Whether Valerian Ismail will do that at half time, I don't think he will. I think he'll give the players on the pitch the chance to rectify the game. Oh, I thought Asprilla was offside, but he found himself in behind the Bristol defence. I think Watford have we won ourselves another corner. Might have gone out for a goal kick actually. Let's just see on the replay if it comes off Asprilla last. And yeah, it does. Kayembe VJ, I believe, is a short-term injury, so nothing to be too concerned about. I think he might miss the next couple of games, and then he should be back in the fold hopefully, which is exciting news because he's a very important player in the Watford midfield. I've seen that in the past month or so how important he is to Watford, and the goals he's scored as well have been very important as well. Yeah, not long left to go in this first half. About 30 seconds left or so until the half is finished. Bristol City trying to win a corner there. Ben Hamer claims Watford looking to finish the half, the stronger of the side. He has a fantastic long throw out to Espria. Unfortunately, it's cut out by Bristol's left back. And yeah, that should pretty much bring the first half to a close. About 15 seconds left to go. 1-1. Would I have taken that before the game at half time? Absolutely. For me, it's just frustrating again the way the goal was conceded. Shambolic defending. We really need to sort ourselves out in terms of our defensive positioning and what everyone's doing because we really looked absolutely chaotic. So yeah, half time now. Bristol City 1, Watford 1. I'll be back in literally a couple of minutes. Just need to have a quick rest, toilet break, etc. As per usual, and then yeah, I'll be back to answer any questions you guys have. And yeah, looking ahead to the second half really. So yeah, as we end, it's Watford 1, Bristol City 1. Hello, we have returned. How are we all doing? Have we recovered from the first half? Because I certainly have not. I'm still very much stressed out after watching that. Great penalty by Tom Bashiri. Firstly, well spotted by the referee initially because I didn't see the handball myself. I said great spot by the officials for once, which is good. I'm just watching it on a replay here actually. Clear handball. I mean, the defender's got his arm right above his head here, so it was clear. Referee spots it, gives the penalty, and Tom Bashiri, puts it away very comfortably, very composed. Puts Watford 1-0 up, looking very comfortable generally. And then, I don't know what happens really. Bristol City, break on Watford. I wouldn't really call it counter attack, but that they bomb some players forward. And just three players really. I think it's Andrews, Porteous, and Livermore all make mistakes. Andrews misses the initial header. I think Porteous, runs out of position as per usual. And then Jake Livermore, gets out muscled and out for Scott Twine to head past Ben Hamer, and that puts it 1-1 at that point in the game. And it's frustrating really from Watford's perspective, but hopefully second half, we'll either make some changes or will be much improved, and hopefully we can, go and get the 3 points. Let's take a look on social media to see what everyone has been saying. We're on Twitter. Now, Twitter is a very interesting platform because people are either very positive or extremely negative. And I don't think we've actually been that bad, really. Someone here saying pretty even game. It's there for the taking for either team. We were better at the start of the half than we were towards the end. Kone disappeared, this person says. And Andrews is on the yellow card. I wasn't actually aware of that. And this person saying James Morris having a tough time. So not a fan of James Morris and that Watford fan particularly. All this talk of needing a striker when we haven't kept a clean sheet since the 11th of November. Has it really been that long? Wow. Wow, I didn't know that was the case actually. I thought we kept one since then, but maybe not. I mean, thinking about it, going back to our previous fixtures, have we kept a clean sheet? I don't think we have. I think that's probably accurate, probably correct. Yeah, it's just frustrating. But there we go. It is what it is ultimately. James Morris fan. How do you think James Morris has done so far? I was just reading some comments on Twitter. Someone was not a fan of him. I think down James Morris's side actually is where we're probably most exposed, to be honest. But again, the goal come from a Ryan Andrews mistake, a Porteous mistake, and ultimately a Jake Livermore mistake as well. James, hello, how are you doing, my friend? He says decent performance so far, I reckon. Just got to stop the odd 5 minutes where we lose our head. I mean, James, defensively, that goal was shambolic once again, if we're being honest. I think there's 3 players for me who were at fault. I think Ryan Andrews lost his initial duel. Porteous comes running out of position as per usual. Jake Livermore somehow gets out jumped and out fought by Scott Twine for him to head home. So an interesting first half, but I don't think we've been particularly, that bad really. So I think some positives to take, which is good. Kevin is in chat as well. Hello, Kev. How you doing? Very much enjoyed your stream last night. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this second half unfolds. Will Valerian Ismail make a change at half time? We'll have to wait and see. Overall, I'm relatively happy with how it's gone so far. I would have taken a draw before the game, and that's what the score is at the moment. I just keep repeating myself, but it's just a fashion in the way we conceded that goal, really. I I'm sure that will improve over time when we bring in some more players to kind of fit the way Valerian Ismail wants to play. And yeah, I think Ryan Porteous is the one who's really up for debate. Wesley, who seems to be our most consistent defender, and then it's between really Porteous and Sierralta, who starts next to him. And Matty Pollock, I feel sorry for the guy, but he doesn't really get given, a chance at all, in the Watford first team of late. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens with him. Rumours of him potentially going out on loan. I know The Athletic put out an article saying, that might happen. Matty Pollock might be going out on loan. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Second half should be starting in around 4 or 5 minutes time, so make sure to keep tuned in for that. And yeah, no problem, Kev, at all. Really enjoyed it. And yeah, James as well, thanks so much for tuning in. So yeah, looking forward to the second half. If I take a look at the Watford bench, I'll look at my phone just to remind me of what options we have to bring on. There was some options there, some good options to bring on, especially offensively going forward. Defensively, we can't make too many changes. Jamal Lewis potentially at left back could be a change to make if Valerian Ismail thinks that we're getting done down James Morris's side, too much. But, is he fit enough to play? I don't know. That's all in Valerian Ismail's mind. But he said he trained all week, so he should be ready to go. Tom Ince, we've not seen much of him of late. Rumours that he might be going off to Turkey, which would be an interesting move for him. Matty Pollock, again, don't think will be given a chance. Jorge Hurtado is an interesting one. We saw his first Watford minutes in the FA Cup against Chesterfield. Do you want to bring on a player like that in this game? He's a bit chaotic. You don't really know what you're going to get with him. Maybe he's an option. I'm not too sure. I personally wouldn't bring him on today. I think for me, the changes are probably vacuum bio for Rajovic. I've not been a fan again of Rajovic today. I'm sorry to say. He just doesn't offer enough for me. Does not offer enough. So I'd bring Bio on for Rajovic at half time, and maybe Martins as well. But yeah, who would Martins come on for? I'm not sure. Keep Chatfordadze on. I think Chatfordadze has been excellent. Espria not so much. So there's a few changes to make. And yeah, we'll have to see what Valerian Ismail does. James says, what's been said about Rajovic? Personally thought he's looked good holding the ball up. Again, I would disagree. I mean, I'm not sure what you've seen in particular that's made you think that. But for me, he's not done enough. He's not done enough, at least compared to previous players like that we've had. I just look at his build, his height, his physical build. He looks like someone who should be able to hold up the ball much better than he does. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed in Rajovic. I've got to be honest. James Morris fan says Jamal Lewis is a very attacking wing back, so might be a good choice for today's game. Yeah, I would bring Jamal Lewis on in place of James Morris if he is fit and ready to go. Adam says, hello, mate. Long time no see. Hello, Adam. How you doing, my friend? Hope you are enjoying the game today. And yeah, Watford currently drawing 1-1 with Bristol City at Ashton Gate. And yeah, I've said before, I would have taken a draw in this game. It's just a way we conceded the goal that was, frustrating for me. But we'll move on. We'll move on and hope the second half is, a improvement. Fingers crossed. Right, I'll just get my feed ready for the second half. And yeah, very much looking forward to it. Southampton beat Swansea 3-1 in the early championship fixture. And yeah, the other scores are pretty much as we said, just towards the end of the second half. And I don't think there's any Premier League games today, actually, at least at 3 p.m. I'll check for you. I watched the earlier game, the Arsenal game. That was quite good. Yeah, in terms of Premier League games, I don't think there's many on at all this weekend. So yeah, Arsenal beat Crystal Palace 5-0 earlier today. Very, very good game. Brentford playing Nottingham Forest. Of course, the big return they've made it of Ivan Toney. I feel like for some reason they've egged up his return a bit too much. But yeah, Ivan Toney returns for Brentford this evening. and then a few games tomorrow as well. So yeah, not too many games in the Premier League. James says, "No, that's fair. He should do a lot better. Just thought it's been better than previous weeks." Yeah, I would probably agree with that. I mean, at least compared to the first few appearances of his Watford career, and think Bio coming on around 60 minutes would make a difference. Well, we know Valerian Ismail likes to make changes around the 60th minute mark, so potentially you could be right in that aspect. And Adam says, "Can't believe we finally got a penalty." I know, it's a miracle. It feels like such a long time since we got a penalty. Yeah, come to fruition. I wasn't sure he was going to take it. Obviously, in previous years, we've had João Pedro to take our penalties, Ismail Assar, albeit it wasn't very good. And obviously Troy Deeney in more recent years to kind of smash them away. And yeah, we've not really known who our designated penalty taker would be, but Somdani Bashir picked up the ball. Was he the actual penalty taker? I don't know specifically, but he looks confident. And yeah, he slotted it away, very, very comfortably with a lot of composure. So yeah, fair play to him. And yeah, nearly ready to go for this second half now. Just waiting for the players to come back out at Ashton Gate. And yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. When will I paint the wall behind me yellow? Well, at the moment, the wall is blue. I don't. Will I paint it yellow ever? I don't think I will, Felipe. I certainly have a lot of Watford stuff in my room. I've got a few signed Watford shirts and autographs up on my wall, but I don't think I will ever paint behind me specifically yellow. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to disappoint you if I have. BJ says, "I can't believe Forest Green sacked Troy." I think it was inevitable, really, with the the post-match comments he was making. I think Troy, I really like him. It's just got a very big ego, and I feel like if he thinks that players have been disrespecting him in any way, he'll call them out publicly, which he did, and ultimately that's led to his sacking. And I think he'll take that. I think he'll take his experience at Forest Green as something to learn from. I'm sure he'll get another job in the future at some point. But yeah, in terms of Troy Deeney, I think that was inevitable. That the fact that he got sacked from Forest Green, unfortunately for him, I think it was coming for quite a while. Okay, we are nearly ready to go. I know I've said that a few times. They're a little bit delayed in coming out. Watford have just re-emerged. Bristol City were waiting for them. So Watford were kept behind in the dressing room for a few minutes at half-time. And I can't see any changes that have been made, at least on my feed anyway. I'll take a look on Twitter to see if Watford have tweeted anything about half-time changes, but I don't believe there has been any. And there has been one change, actually, and that change was Yassir Espria coming off, which is interesting because, you'd argue Yassir Espria is one of our better players. And Matthias Martins has come on. And I said Valerian Ismail might do that, and he certainly has done. But yeah, Espria, I don't think had really a fantastic half of football. Yes, it's been taken off. So I suppose that just shows that even if you are one of the most talented players at the club, you're not immune to being substituted. And yeah, Espria was absolutely has been taken off, and then Martins has the chance now to prove himself. Right, here we go. Here we go. We're back out and ready to go. Can Watford get a winning goal? Here we go. We've kicked off. Adam says Morris has been very poor. I would agree. James Morris fan says Troy needs to start in the National League and try to push for promotion. And also, yeah, I think you have to consider, he's not gone into, a particularly exciting job at Forest Green Rovers. They were a team who were struggling this season to really win any football matches at all, and he's kind of been sent in there to rescue them with no prior managerial experience. So I think looking at it in reflection, it was always going to end pretty badly, if I can say that. So yeah, it is what it is. I feel sorry for Troy, but he's got a big enough ego. He's a big enough bloke to know there's going to be more opportunities that will come his way soon. So I don't think he should worry particularly too much in that aspect. I'm just going to open my blinds to let a little bit more light in. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. And yeah, I didn't realize. I mean, you're saying can't risk him getting a second yellow. I didn't realize Espria was on a yellow, so I must have completely missed that in the first half. I think Andrews picked up a booking, but yeah, I didn't realize Espria has picked up a booking as well. So yeah, thanks for letting me know. And Bristol City have a free kick quite far from Watford's goal, so not particularly too threatening, but here they are looking to take it. Birmingham beating Stoke by 2-0, by the way. Bacuna scoring for Birmingham City. And yeah, we'll go through the championship scores midway through the second half again, as always. And yeah, the Bristol City free kick looks like it goes over everyone. Might be a corner here, actually. Yeah, Wesley Hugh argues Watford's case, but referee gives a corner. And yeah, Bristol City have another opportunity here. Bristol City's first corner of the game, actually. Watford had 4 corners in the first half, and this is Bristol City's first corner of the game. Does anything happen? It's headed over Ben Hamer's crossbar. Big chance there, though, unmarked once again in the Watford box. And yeah, probably should have got that on target, actually. McCrory there for Bristol with the missed header. And please subscribe to the channel if you are new here, trying to hit 820 subscribers today. That is the aim, and hopefully around 900 by the end of the season. And obviously, if Watford do well, the channel should do well as well. So it's a mutually beneficial relationship, I feel. So yeah, hopefully Watford will win today, and yeah, we'll have lots to talk about in our match reaction. Fingers crossed. Here come Bristol again. Probably started the second half the better of the two teams. It's all been Bristol so far. Colin says, hello, how was the first half? Well, firstly, Colin, I've not seen you around here before, so thank you so much for tuning in. It's much appreciated. The first half was, for me, a bit of a mixed bag. I think Watford started the first half quite well, won the penalty, which was coolly slotted away by Tom Bashiri. But they grew into the game, Bristol, as you would expect, being the home team. And yeah, Watford defensively shambolic. Lots of mistakes were made for the Bristol goal. Scott Twine making his debut for them scored a header. And yeah, ever since then, it's been, Bristol, in control, really, I would say. But I don't think Watford have been generally terrible. I just think we've tailed off a bit since the penalty was scored. And yeah, we have hit 820 subscribers, by the way. So thank you so much for your support today. Much appreciated. Ball's whipped in by Bristol. Ben Hamer punches clear. Good to see him dominating his penalty area. I think that was a frustration with Daniel Batman a lot of the times, wasn't it? Where, balls would get whipped in, whether from free kicks, set pieces, corners, and he just wouldn't come out and claim the ball. And I think that was a big frustration with a lot of Watford fans towards, Daniel Batman. But yeah, Ben Hamer come out and cleared then quite comfortably. Come on, Watford. Come on. I would love a winner. I would absolutely love a winner in this game. Come on. And also fair play to the Watford fans that travelled. We always have to say this, going to watch Watford away from home. I don't do it that regularly just because I have a lot of other commitments. In terms of money, it costs quite a lot of money to go as well, which, I don't have loads of particularly. Yeah, fair play to everyone who's travelled to Bristol. Hopefully hopefully we'll get all 3 points for them. But so far, it's been a relatively an okay performance, I would say. Yeah, I don't think Esprit is injured. They've just shown Esprit, sitting on the bench talking to Jorge Hurtado. So I don't think Esprit has been taken off injured. It was obviously a tactical decision, by Valère and Ismail. Esprit did miss, a big opportunity in that first half as well, albeit credit to the Bristol goalkeeper. I thought he closed Esprit down really well. But yeah, Esprit would probably, aside from the penalty we had, Esprit had the other biggest opportunity for Watford to score, in that first half. I know, Adam. It was all very exciting, and then Watford, as usual, defensively capitulated, and then it all went wrong. But yeah, to be so close to the playoffs is very, very tantalising. We're so close. We're so close. And I said in the first half as well, I think for me, as long as we're in and around the area, as long as we're in and around the area by the time we get to about March, April time, I'd be pretty satisfied with the season, to be honest. So I'd be happy with the season if we finish outside the playoffs anyway. I'm happy to take, a top 9, top 8 finish. But yeah, if we do reach the playoffs, it would be, an added bonus for me. So yeah, it's all very exciting. It's all very exciting, at least compared to last season anyway, because that was not very exciting at all. If anything, it was boring and dull and frustrating. So it's a nice change to have. Thank you, Kevin. Much appreciated, my friends. Much appreciated. And yeah, I've mentioned already, lots of watch alongs hopefully are going to be taking place um, for the rest of the season. Really, I've been quite busy over the Christmas period in regards to work commitments generally. But just looking at the calendar now, I think the Sheffield Wednesday game on Wednesday, the 31st of January, we should be doing a watch along for here. Norwich City away on Tuesday, the 13th of February, we should be doing a watch along for. Rotherham away again, I should be doing a watch along for that. So yeah, lots of watch alongs to come here on the Watford Way. It's something I want to do more of, a bit more live content. It's all well and good me creating pre-recorded videos for you to watch, but I get the most joy out of interacting with people live and talking to you guys and having a conversation with you guys. So yeah, hopefully a lot more of these to come, and I hope you guys enjoy as well, because yeah, I certainly do. Yeah, not much has happened so far in the second half. I am watching the games. I apologise if I'm not commentating, too much, but I will let you know if there's a big opportunity that comes our way. But so far, Watford faffing about a bit at the back, and yeah, Bristol City having the majority of the possession so far in the second half. And what has everyone got to eat later this evening? Obviously, Saturday night usually is takeaway night for a lot of people. I've got pizza today, which is very exciting. It's probably one of my favorite meals to have, pizza. If you could say, James, if you were on your deathbed and your last meal could be anything you wanted, I would probably say a nice, genuine Italian pizza cooked in Rome. That's probably what I'd go for, or like pasta or lasagna or something like that. I do love pizza, and yeah, that's what I'm having this evening. Let me know what you guys are having as well. I'm interested to know. Yeah, pizza is one of my favorite foods. I've never been to Italy. Hopefully, I can do later this year. That is the plan. I'm going to Spain in April, and then hopefully Italy later this year if I have the chance to. Um, so yeah, that would be nice. I want to have a pizza in Italy because I've had loads of pizzas in the UK, but I feel like having a pizza in actual Italy is like a bucket list thing. So hopefully, yeah, later this year I can tick that off that I've had a pizza in Italy. That would be cool. And yeah, for the last game of the season, I'll actually be in Spain. So the Middlesbrough game, I'll be watching in Spain. So you'll be getting a match reaction from me from my hotel room, most likely, or hopefully I'm going to try and find a bar or a restaurant with the game on. If they show it out there, I'm not sure if they show Championship matches in Spain. Yeah, I'll do a match reaction from the beach maybe, which will be very different. I want to go to Rome, Colin. Like, I want to see the Colosseum, Leaning Tower of Pisa. Yeah, Rome ideally. Milan as well. Love to go to Milan. So here's Bristol City with another set piece. 57 minutes gone now in this match. Scott Twine, the debutant for today, the goal scorer of Bristol City, stepping over the set piece for them. Can he conjure up a chance for Bristol City? I'm going to a town very close to Barcelona, Felipe. So yeah, about a 50-minute drive from Barcelona. I'm well held there by Ben Hamer, a tame shot from Bristol, but well held by Ben Hamer. Yeah, I'm going to a town. I won't say where specifically, just because it is private information. But yeah, I'm going to be relatively close to Barcelona, so hopefully I can go and do a day trip there as well. Tuscany, that's a good shout, BJ. Yeah, there's lots of places I like to go. I've never been to America; it's very expensive. But yeah, the next couple of years, I want to tick a lot of stuff off my bucket list in terms of destinations to visit. James Morris fan has got curry tonight. Very nice, very nice, very nice choice. Wow, here we go. Two substitutions to update you on. Jamal Lewis and Vacuum Bio are about to come on for Watford. And we said this would happen, and I actually said it would happen around the 60th minute, which is where we are basically in the game now. So, yeah, Jamal Lewis, I would assume, is going to come on for James Morris. And Vacuum Bio, again, you would assume he'll come on for Melissa Rivic. Yes, that is a shame. Actually, I always wanted to visit the new camp, and yeah, I was going to go during COVID actually, but obviously that ruined the plans. But yeah, I'm sure I'll go back in the future and kind of do all the Barcelona stuff. But yeah, the new camp I definitely want to visit. Amsterdam as well. I've never been there, so lots of places to tick off. It's just COVID and lockdowns kind of hampered my travel plans really. But this year, hopefully, I'll tick off a few. But yeah, Spain in April, just before the end of the championship season, and yeah, hopefully later this year I can go on another trip as well. You're based in Austria, Colin. Wow, very nice. 30 minutes to the Italian border, 15 minutes to the German border. Wow. I bet the scenery is lovely out in Austria. At least I'm assuming. That's probably a bit stereotypical, but it seems like a very pretty country to live in, really. Oh, Ryan Andrews. Oh, it's Chatbadatse, actually. My apologies. The ball fell to Chatbadatse on the edge of the penalty area. Blocked shot. It looked like it was going in, and it goes out for a Watford corner. Big chance there. Rivic missed the header, fell to Chatbadatse. He shoots, and yeah, well defended by Bristol. Come on, Watford. They've not made the substitutions yet. I think they're going to wait for us to take this set piece. Porteous is up there, as is Wesley Hugh. Obviously, get your defenders up to the corner. And yeah, Watford messed that up. Still stays with us for another corner, though. Adam's been to Austria as well. How was that, Adam? Hope you enjoyed that. I've been skiing before, actually, funnily enough. When I was at school, I went to Andorra, so on the border between France and Spain. There's a mountain range there. And yeah, I went skiing there. That was very pretty. And yeah, we did a week skiing. I had no skiing experience whatsoever. And by the end of the week, I turned out pretty good. I managed to do the run. It was either blue or red, whatever the one is before the black run. I never went down a black run, but I did. It was either a blue or red run I managed to do at the end of my week skiing. That was many years ago now, probably 6 or 7 years ago, probably longer than that. But yeah, I went skiing and that was very, very enjoyable, very pretty. And here are the substitutions. Mileta Rajovic coming off as we anticipated. The Watford plans give him a round of applause, which is good to see. He has struggled in the game today. And yeah, James Morris coming off as well. So the substitutions we thought he would make, he has made. Wow, Colin, I bet that is absolutely lovely. And yeah, I hope you enjoy where you live because, yeah, what a place to live that is in the middle of the Alps, hey? I love snow as well. I love snow. Bristol City making a change as well. And yeah, talking about traveling, I mean, there's lots of places in the UK I've never been to as well. I've never been to Scotland, so I'd love to go to Scotland, the Highlands, and do some hiking up there. There's lots to do, lots to do. I'm a very busy guy though, so I don't really have the chance to. But yeah, lots to do, lots to see. But yeah, hopefully this year I'll tick off a few more locations off my list. Let's say. James Morris fan says, "I know as a Watford fan we hate Luton, but I personally want to see them survive in the Prem since not many can do it. How do I want them to do?" Well, it's a very easy answer for me, at least for me personally. Anyway, I do not want to see Luton survive at all. I think. How do I answer this? I think Rob Edwards, I would like to see do well generally as a person. Not at Luton, ideally, but yeah, in terms of Luton as a football club, no, I do not want them to, survive in the Premier League. Absolutely not. That is my answer to your question. Here come Watford on the attack. Kone driving forward. Ah, it's just cut out by the Bristol defence. Unlucky. Good pass. And again, sorry for the lack of commentary, but not too much is happening in the game at the moment. Wesley Hoop passes back to Ben Hamer. We've kind of resorted to our normal style of play where There's a lot of faffing about at the back, not much progression up the pitch. But here's Martin's actually great ball to Ryan Andrews. Oh, that's frustrating. Here's Jamal Lewis. Oh, well, that was a good attack by Watford. Didn't amount to anything, but Jamal Lewis and Ryan Andrews both, getting quite far up the pitch, but it's left Watford now susceptible on the counter attack. Wesley Hoot tracking back and does well there. Wesley Hoot, he cuts it out. Good play by Martins. It's a bit more direct Martins than Asprilla. Asprilla likes to cut back inside and create space, but Martins likes to run at people and try and challenge them that way. So they're slightly different players. Here's Tumdali Bashiri trying to spread it out wide. Livermore on the ball, loses it very rarely, gives away a stupid foul while Watford are on the attack. And yet a rare mistake there by Jake Livermore. And yeah, what's your guys' thoughts on Everton potentially receiving another points deduction? I mean, they've already been deducted 10 points as it is. And yeah, they've been found, I think they've been found guilty of another breach of financial fair play rules alongside Nottingham Forest, which, talking about Luton as we were just a moment ago, would give Luton a big chance to stay up if that points deduction was applied. I don't know what the second points deduction will be because I don't think it's been fully ratified or announced yet. But yeah, imagine being an Everton fan. Obviously as a fan, you're not in control of your club's finances, but being deducted another set of points, I think would put them in grave danger of being relegated, unfortunately. So we may be seeing Watford versus Everton in the Championship next season. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah, we slowed the game now a little bit. Well, Colin says they'll still qualify for Europe with a second deduction. They've been doing quite well anyway. I mean, I think if they hadn't had the 10 points deducted, if you add that back on to what they've got now, I think that'd be something like 12th or 11th in the table, which is pretty good going, to be fair. So, yeah, I'm not sure around the actual details of the second deduction and when that will take place. But I'm sure if they did, get another, let's say 8, or 10-point deduction, that would really be, detrimental to their season. Williams has come off for Bristol. Gardner Hickman has come on. I believe Gardner Hickman scored against Watford in the reverse fixture on Boxing Day, if my memory serves me correctly. Yeah, I believe he scored their 3rd or 4th goal. And yeah, good to see Jamal Lewis back on the pitch actually after his injury. It's probably been probably been about a month since we've seen Jamal Lewis. Really. It was definitely before Christmas. He might have actually gone off injured on the Boxing Day game, actually. Yeah, it's been quite a while since we've seen Jamal Lewis put on a Watford shirt. Ken Semmer, from what I've read, seems to be a little bit further from match fitness generally. Just watching Bristol City here, they are on the attack, just on the edge of Watford's penalty area. And Watford win the ball back well. We don't defend it well, though. Bristol City still have the ball. Jake Livermore just about gets it away. Oh God, still 20 minutes to go in this game. And yeah, it's still there to be won by either side. I think it's a next goal wins it type of situation, really. Both teams haven't really created anything major in this second half. And yeah, I suppose the person to get the next goal is going to have a big advantage. Here's Martins, though, again being very direct. He goes down, holding his leg, looking for a free kick. Has a referee given it? I think he has. And it's gone out for yet another Watford corner. This has been the game of Watford corners. I think this is probably our 6th or 7th corner now in this game. So yeah, we've had a lot of opportunities from set pieces. And obviously, I'm sure you're all aware, or you might not be aware, but Watford have brought in a new set piece coach, formerly from Tottenham Hotspur. So yeah, our set pieces, attacking and defensively, should be much improved. It's whipped in, but cleared away. Here's Kone looking to have a shot. Goes over the keeper's crossbar. And let's take a look on social media to see what people are saying. I've got to say, I've just seen Ben Hamer for the. I've just seen a replay of Ben Hamer for the goal Bristol scored. He wasn't he wasn't in the best position, let's just say. But yeah, we'll move on. We'll move on. I don't want to blame too many people for the goal. I've already blamed 3 people. Let's take a look at the championship scores as well. See what's going on in the division. So where are Watford at in the table? Watford are 9th. So Watford would be, as it stands, if the result stayed as it was, we would be 3 points off the playoff positions. If Watford won, we would go up to 7th. So we can't reach the playoff positions today as it stands because Coventry are winning their game at the moment as it stands. Here's Bristol out wide to the right-hand side, whipping another ball in, and it goes wide at Ben Hamer's post, and that's a Watford goal kick. Right, other games. Hull City beating Sunderland. Oh, that was yesterday. Ignore me. Today, Watford 1, Bristol 1, Plymouth 2, Cardiff City 1, Sheffield Wednesday losing to Coventry. Norwich, big result for them, beating West Brom. Birmingham City beating Stoke. Rotherham beating Middlesbrough. Surprise result there. QPR beating Millwall in the London derby. Blackburn Rovers are drawing with Huddersfield 1-1. So not loads of goals in the championship, but certainly every game, looks to be pretty entertaining. And yeah, as we said, Huddersfield, Reece Healy, he's made his first start for them today as well. He's yet to score. I don't know how he's played or if anyone's watching that. But yeah, Reece Healy made his first start for Huddersfield today after joining them in a surprise move and a good move for Watford in terms of finances, because from what we've all seen and from what we've read, I believe Watford have made approximately £2 million from that deal, which is great business, really, you'd say. 17 people watching now. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It will be much appreciated. And yeah, Felipe says, I hope Hurtado gets at least 15 minutes. I don't think this is the game for Hurtado. I think maybe Hurtado's relatively young. He's inexperienced at this level. I think you would bring him on in the game, like the FA Cup game against Chesterfield, for example, or if you're dominating, you're winning by several goals, then you bring him on. I don't think you bring him on necessarily to try and win you a game at this current moment in time. But yeah, I think the substitutions Valerian Ismail has made are the correct ones. I think Rybich, again, no impact. Bio's come on, which is positive. And yeah, Jamal Lewis on for Morris, which again is a positive substitution. So I wouldn't disagree with the substitutions that he's made really. I just wish Bio, for example, would have been played from the start of the game. That would have been, ideal for me, really. But yeah, not long to go now. About 15 minutes left of this game, plus whatever time is, of course, added on at the end by the fourth official. Here's Chatford. He's picked up the ball, plays it out left. Watford looking to drive into the penalty area. Here's Jamal Lewis looking to whip it in. He doesn't. Still with Watford, and it goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, I've not read that. I saw he did an interview with the Watford Observer, BJ, but I've not had a chance to read it myself. But yeah, it did look interesting. I've seen some quotes from it, but yeah, I've not actually read the article myself as yet. I'm sure I will get around to it. Jamal Lewis looking very impressive actually since he's come on. A good cutback from him there. The ball is with Tom Bashiri. Watford looking to create an opening at the moment. Here's Ryan Andrews. Was that a cross? Was that a shot? I'm not too sure. The keeper's claimed it though for Bristol. I think he had a shot there actually, Ryan Andrews, from quite a way out. Well, it's quite end to end now though, this game. Here's Watford again. Ryan Andrews back down this right hand side. Martins on the ball, looking to be direct. Here's Kone. Back to Martins. Martins looking to whip one in. He doesn't. Pulls it back to the edge of the penalty area. Oh, nearly. We're just overcomplicating it a little bit. We're trying to score the perfect goal when it's actually not needed. But great back heel there from Tom Delly. We're getting closer. It's positive. Fingers crossed. Here's Tanner with the throw for Bristol. And Watford win the throw. I can't answer your question, Kevin, unfortunately. But yeah, usually in the UK they can't show 3 p.m. games due to the stupid 3 p.m. blackout rule, but international viewers can watch the matches because they're not based specifically in the UK. Watford fan, hello. He says, "Hi James, I want to get a season ticket in the Graham Taylor stand, but I hate empty seats. Where's the best place to sit to avoid this?" So I would say towards the middle of the pitch. So if you want to sit in the Graham Taylor stand, always towards the middle is where people congregate. And yeah, as you get further out to the side of the pitch near the corner flags, that's where the majority of empty seats are. So if you want to get a season ticket in the Graham Taylor stand and be in amongst it, I would say towards the middle. Or if you're in the upper bit, the upper bit's usually full anyway. If you want the best atmosphere, obviously sit in, the Rookery singing section, the 1881. But yeah, the Graham Taylor stand, great save. Sorry, I've got to say, great save there by Ben Hamer. I'm probably overreacting, but he clutches it well, he catches it well. The header was on target by Bristol. And yeah, he really does well there, Ben Hamer, actually. Yeah, top class, top class. But yeah, to answer your question once again, towards the middle of the Graham Taylor stand. Q Tom 12. Come on, Watford. Need Watford to win for your bet. Well, how much have you bet, Tom? I would never bet on Watford to win. It's probably the worst thing ever to do. Here's Jamal Lewis on the ball, looking to create something. We need to get a bit further up the pitch. We're a bit defensive at the moment. I can understand the reluctance to obviously commit a lot of players forward, though, as well. Here's Lewis. He floats the ball into the penalty area. It's cleared, not convincingly, by Bristol City. Lewis picks it back up, back on this left-hand side, interlinking with Chatfadazzi. Here's Livermore, back with Georgie. He drives forward. Georgie still on the ball. Here's Kone, edge of the box, shoots. Oh, blocks. I thought that was going to go in. Watford doing well here. Referee blows that for a foul. That's frustrating. We had a lot of momentum there. That's decent. That's decent, Tom. Hopefully we can get the win for you. Yeah, fingers crossed. I don't bet at all. I'm not a betting man, so don't ask me for betting advice. What I would say is never bet on Watford to win, because we could quite literally do anything. So yeah, never bet on Watford to win at all is my advice to you. But yeah, we're looking on the ascendancy at the moment. But yeah, not long left to go, unfortunately, in this game. About 8 minutes of normal time left to go. Come on, Watford. Come on. Here's Jamal Lewis with the throw. Not looking to take it particularly quickly. No one there to help him. Oh, Lewis does well. He's had a great game since he's come on. Much improved compared to what James Morris is offering. And Watford have the opportunity down here on the right-hand side. Ryan Andrews. That's a poor ball. Ryan Andrews had the chance to whip in a good cross there. He didn't. Watford win a throw, though, through Tom Dele-Bashiru. Yeah, so Tom Dele-Bashiru, Tom, was at Man City's academy, I believe. I think he might have gone on loan to Sheffield Wednesday. Maybe. I can't remember. But yeah, he come from Man City's academy, and then Watford picked him up for a very small fee. I think it's about £500,000 or so. And yeah, he's had a few injuries here and there, but yeah, this season is had a good season, actually, Tom Dele. Here's Martins, direct, drives into the penalty area. Oh, wins Watford a corner. Watford with the corner. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Lots of Watford travelling fans there. I believe they've sold out the Bristol City away end today, which is always good to see. Here's Watford with the corner. Whipped in. Headed on. Oh, God. Nearly. Oh, it's offside. The lino's flagged for an offside somewhere. I don't know where he saw that. Lots of shots were happening. Didn't know what was going on. Martins, it looked like, was flagged for offside. Yeah. Please subscribe as well if you are new around here. We do watch longs, match previews, match reactions, and we do a monthly podcast as well, which is out on YouTube in video form and is on Spotify and Apple Podcasts in audio form as well. if you are interested. And that's called the Watford Way podcast. So very easy to find. Or just type in the Watford Way onto your podcast providers and it should come up for you. I'm feeling slightly tense as well, James. Here we go. So Bristol City with a corner now. Can we defend this? It's headed on. We're not we're not particularly convincing in our defending right now. Bristol City's still with the ball. Some good play here. They whip it in from the right-hand side. It's headed on. They miss. And it goes out for, is it a Watford goal kick? Naki Wells with the header. It looks like it's going to be a corner here to Bristol City. Yes, I am, Tom. Yes, I am. That is in answer to your question. So Bristol City with the corner here. Not long to go, about 3.5 minutes of normal time to go, excluding obviously, injury time, which is to come. Come on. Wow. A great save by Ben Hamer. He keeps Watford in the game. And Watford head away. It's all defending for Watford at the moment. Looks like we'll just be holding out for the points, which is fine, I suppose. I would have taken a point, at the start of this game. Bristol still with the ball, edge of the box for Watford. Whipped in, defended well by Kone. Kone chasing the ball down, trying to push Bristol back. And that should be Ben Hamer's ball to take. And Ben Hamer takes it. And Watford now have a couple of minutes to try and score a winner in this game. Can we do it? I hope so. Come on, Watford. My fingers are crossed. Literally. Yeah, great save. Great reaction save by Ben Hamer. And cleared off the line by, I think, Jamal Lewis as well. Yeah, great save. Again, Ben Hamer. What a guy. It was Livermore off the line, actually. I've just seen the replay. Tom Ince has come on, by the way, as well. I'm not sure who he's come on for. It's not shown me yet. But Tom Ince has come on for the final couple of minutes of play here. I'm sure he's frustrated with how his Watford career has gone so far. Come on, Watford. Colin, my name is James. My name is James. Right, not long to go now. So 89 minutes gone now. We're about to go into the 90th minute of this match. I can't imagine, from what I've seen in this second half, that they're going to add much time on here at Ashton Gate. Not that I really want them to now, because Watford are clinging on defensively. Ben Hamer with a couple of good saves. Livermore cleared a ball off the line as well. So I wouldn't say Watford have been particularly convincing in the second half. Yeah, we're very much holding on for dear life at the moment. We're about to find out, though, in just a moment, how much added time there will be. Goes out for a Watford throw, though. Tanner losing the ball. And it's going to be 3 minutes added on. So 3 more minutes left of this match. It's Bristol City 1, Watford 1 still. Can Watford get another late winner? My voice would be gone if Watford scored a late winner. That's all I'm going to say. It's Bristol though, and again, Bristol are the home team. You have to respect that, and they are the team on the ascendancy here, trying to get that winning goal for their team. Big result from them against West Ham in the week, and here come Bristol. Oh, nearly. Martins though, had the opportunity to counter. They get back and defend well. And Kone shows some good strength there and goes down and wins Watford a set piece. No problem, Colin, at all. Much appreciate the kind words. And yeah, Watford have a set piece now. About a minute and a half left to go of injury time. Ben Hamer's taken it. The rest of the Watford players have committed themselves forward now, to try and win maybe a flick on or just win something in the air. So here's Hamer. He launches it forward. Can anyone win a flick on? Bio does, but it goes straight into the Bristol City's goalkeeper's arms. And yeah, it looks like this game might fizzle out here. About a minute left to go of normal play. Comes all the way back to Hamer, who clears. Bio looks to win something. Hoot wins it though, as does Martins. Might be a chance here for Watford. Here's Andrews. Oh, it's a great tackle by Bristol. Oh, might have one more chance here. Watford have won a throw-in in the Bristol City defensive third. Not long left to go. Come on. Back to Ben Hamer. Launches upfield. 30 seconds left to go of normal time. Bio was stood in an offside position, so he couldn't go for it. Wesley Hoot heads clear. Watford looking desperate now to keep hold of this point. Bristol City maybe with one last chance. 5 seconds left to go. Is the referee now going to blow up for full time? And he does so, and that is full time in this game. Bristol City 1, Watford 1. Scott Twine with the goal for Bristol. Tom Bashiri with the penalty for Watford. And that is full time in this game today. What's my thoughts? I think we battled well. I think, we're continuing that run, which is good. We're unbeaten still for quite a while. And yeah, we continue the decent away form. We continue the decent away form. Tom Bashiri with the composure to put away the penalty. The frustration I've mentioned already previously in this stream. Defensively for the Scott Twine goal that Bristol scored, shambolic. Andrews, I think, missed his tackle. Porteous out of position, and Livermore gets beaten on the header. And Ben Hamer looks totally lost in goal for that particular moment. So, yeah, shambolic defending for Scott Twine's goal, but overall, happy with the point. Very, very decent from Watford. And we move on. I don't need to see who we're playing next, actually, because I can't remember. Yes, it's the FA Cup against Southampton. So no league action next weekend. We've got the FA Cup against Southampton, which I am working for, unfortunately. So I can't go to that game. But yeah, I should be back with you on the Wednesday, the 31st of January, to watch Watford versus Sheffield Wednesday on the evening. So I think it's a 7:45 kickoff. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't already, if you're new around here, please hit the like button and please hit subscribe as well. It really, really helps me out and helps to grow the channel as well. If you're not aware already, we have social media pages as well. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. Colin, VJ, Bedless, Richard, James, Tom, everyone who's tuned in today. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, catch you again very, very soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.